Hello, folks. Back at you with another episode of the Go.A.T here. We're going baseball today. Baseball, ladies and gentlemen, baseball. Who is the baseball GOAT?
America's pastime.
Yeah, great sport. Hasn't been good in the city of Pittsburgh in my lifetime. Doesn't look
Ain't
like
gonna
it
lie.
will be good in the city
60
of
Well, that's
years
not
ago.
Pittsburgh.
true.
60
Fucking
years ago, you guys were on the
Another one
moon.
of my
60 years
lifetime.
ago.
no, we had Kutch had an NL MVP 10 years ago. Come on now.
60 years ago, you had a guy that the bridge is named after out there just smoking them things.
Yeah.
Smoking
Pittsburgh is
everybody out there in right
Regardless,
field.
it's not. We're not here to talk about how bad the Pittsburgh Pirates are. Okay, they're atrocious.
We're 1-1. We're 500. Season's right in front of us.
Hey, knock on wood if you're with me, man.
Okay, but no, it's a great sport, to say the least.
It's an underrated sport. Going
My second favorite. Easy.
to a baseball game it's 100 times different than watching it on TV. Baseball is a sport that you truly don't really enjoy until you get in the field.
I mean, it's definitely amongst athletes the hardest, I think. I mean,
Yeah.
you hear the two guys that first, being a football guy, guys that first come to mind are Dion
Bo Jackson.
and Bo Jackson, and what they say though is that there was nothing harder than hitting that baseball, dude.
Prime, I love when Prime talks about hitting that darn ball. The hardest thing I had to do in my life, hit that darn ball.
No, for sure.
I just like to I don't think those two get talked about enough. Like being able to be at the top of your game.
Hold on. Speaking of baseball, not many sports that are still hanging fat dips, dude. Shout out to baseball.
Yeah. Throw her one back.
And Copenhagen.
I'll go ahead and say one of the greatest inventions ever was Big League Chew. Chewing gum that made you feel like you were chewing back in the day as a kid. This is me.
Yeah, promoting tobacco to children. The American way.
It's one of the greatest
using
inventions
baseball
ever.
as a marketing.
Them and the candy smokes. Little candy smokes.
I remember the beef jerky chew too.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
if anybody remembers that. You got to be
They still
real
have
white
it.
trash to remember the beef jerky chew.
They still have it. The Jack Links.
It's so gross.
Teriyaki.
Yeah.
No.
It's like it feels like wood chippings.
Why are you standing on those
I'm
stairs?
gonna mention this periodically throughout, but I decided to do things just a little bit different this week. I posted over here in the corner. It's a live view of who is active for the giveaway. So if your name is not over there in the corner on that list, then you're not in.
I'm live right now.
I'll mention it a few times throughout. It's not too big of a deal, but I just figured I would let everybody know what that big white box is. If your name's in the big white box, then you can get picked. If your name's not in the big white box, then you can't get picked. Okay?
Dang.
But no, the way we deciphered out how to get to the bottom of the baseball GOAT is a pitcher and a hitter. Okay? Who's the GOAT pitcher? Who's the GOAT hitter? And as you can tell
What's good, Michael?
Mikey, as you can tell with Timmy's comments over here, Otani is one of those few that's managing to do both of them. Just a little interesting. It's definitely something to watch. Definitely something to watch.
Shout out Shohei Ohtani.
Nonetheless, I think the less action packed part of this would be the pitchers. So I think I'll start with pitchers. What do you guys think?
I'm cool with it.
Should be a pretty easy one.
Eh.
But I'll say I'm gonna do the same thing that I did with football as far as who the actual best of all time is versus the best that I've seen.
Okay.
Because it seems like the guy who they named the award after is who the best of all time is, right? Cy Young.
I just think he won the most games. He has a record. There is a record in baseball in all of sports that will never be touched, and it's Cy Young 511 wins. That's how many wins he had in his career.
Yeah, with a 2.6 ERA.
Yeah,
he was disgusting.
That's insane.
He was disgusting.
So I feel it.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it, I should say. Like, definitely not mad at you saying Cy Young.
No, it's.
I mean, they give the best pitcher every year an award called the Cy Young Award.
No, for sure.
But the best that I've seen in my lifetime was probably Randy Johnson.
Also, not a bad pick.
Randy Johnson was a fucking absolute unit.
His nickname was the big unit.
All right, so I'm going next. And I kind of like where Josh went with, like, the best that I've seen. But I put a little different spin on this. I went with, like, the best reliever. Because a reliever isn't necessarily going to get the stats. They're not going to necessarily get the light all the time. But I think my favorite...
I'm intrigued. I mean, Mo Rivera.
Yeah, Mariano Rivera is the reliever.
Mo Rivera.
Okay, all right. I mean, what would you say? I'm just curious. Where did you think that was going to go?
They play fucking Enter Sandman.
Yes.
The lights go down and they play Enter Sandman and it gets all stroby. They tried to do the same thing with Bednar with Renegade. It doesn't hit as hard.
I'll tell you, if we're speaking on entrances, the best one right now is Edwin Diaz.
Yes.
With Timmy Trumpets, bro. That's great. Emmanuel Clase also has a good one for the Guardians.
Yeah.
But reliever, I was actually gonna say, outside of Mo Rivera, Trevor Hoffman. He broke the saves record originally.
I think it was just. I guess it might be.
Mo did it. It's a dominance thing.
Right.
He did it with one pitch, bro. He threw a cutter 98% of the time.
There's 5 strikeouts. That was quick.
Shout out Dylan Cease.
We are a Louis hit away, and he leads off the third here.
Oh damn! You should have sent me the bit. I could have posted it.
I sent the bet.
Oh man, I didn't. I blew it, boys. Sorry.
7.5 to 1.
But yeah, I think the greatest reliever of all time, in my opinion, is Mariano Rivera from the Yankees. You might not like it, but and Josh's greatest that he's seen is my GOAT. Because of some of the the athletic ability that man had in him. He was a massive human.
Bro, 6'11".
Yes.
You know what Randy Johnson's doing now? Randy Johnson is a photographer now.
Yeah, is he shooting
NFL, isn't he?
He does everything. Like, he does birds, he does football games, like ironically, the man who killed a pigeon in spring training in 2003 is out here taking pictures of birds now.
Yeah, that instance
Bad day to
alone
be a
is
pigeon.
insane. That instance
Bro,
alone
imagine
is
throwing a
insane.
ball so hard it bust a pigeon, literally like
Vaporized that bird, bro. That was insane.
blows
It
him up.
exploded.
Bro. He exploded the pigeon, bro. There's a
Not
battle rap bar. There's a battle rap bar from this guy named Calico who he goes, I serve the bass, Randy Johnson busting birds over the plate. One of the coldest lines ever.
he
Dylan.
it was he won 100 games in 4 years, 5 years. Like it, he has some pretty crazy stats in the height of his career, and he won the rings. He did the things like that. That's my goat.
At least get the exercise.
Geez, I'm in the middle of something.
Who
No.
do you got?
Well,
A very
I'm
I'll get one way to get it.
the greatest of my lifetime. I'm gonna be biased. You see the hat. See the hat.
all right. Let me guess.
Go ahead.
Pedro.
Got to be, bro. Got to be. Pedro Martinez has quite possibly one of the best pitching seasons in the history of baseball in 1999, single seasons. He went 23-4 with a 2.07 ERA, and I believe he led the league in strikeouts that year. Also, I could be wrong about that, but I think he did. He did 313 strikeouts that year. Yeah, just dominance. He won the Cy Young. He finished second in the MVP that year. Yeah, a guy who was not looked at as a starter when he first came into the league with the Expos, and turned himself into one of the greatest starters I think of this generation. Definitely one of my favorite players ever. I wanted to be Pedro Martinez as a kid. Couldn't pitch, but it was cool to think that I could. You know. I think the greatest pitcher ever though, and it's kind of wild that nobody else said him. It's Nolan Ryan.
No, he's up there for sure.
It's Nolan Ryan, a guy who could have won a Cy Young.
I just didn't see as much Nolan Ryan as I did Randy Johnson.
I mean, yeah, Nolan Ryan was a 70s 80s guy for sure.
Right.
So
But
Pedro's your goat or
no,
Nolan
Pedro's
is?
the best I've seen.
Okay.
Nolan Ryan's the GOAT. Nolan Ryan's my GOAT. This guy had seasons. This is a 3-year stretch, fellas. 329, 383, 367 strikeouts. Then he had a down year of 186, and then pumped it back up to 327 and 341. 5,500 strikeouts will never be touched. As will neither his 2,795 walks. So, you know, I don't know. You give him. He could have won a Cy Young probably every year, in my opinion. Guy never really had a lot of run support, but just dominance when it was his time to get out there and get on the mound. It's just me.
For sure. So we've
Who
got,
now before we go to hitters, who do you think is the best pitcher throwing it right now?
That's so
Go
hard.
ahead, Avery.
That
It
is
is. There's
hard.
for me there's 3 guys.
That is so hard. Can we do lefties and righties?
But no.
We do the best
But
lefty and the best righty.
Yesterday was opening day, and it made my decision a little easier.
I love Tariq Skubal, man, from Detroit. I love Tariq Skubal from Detroit. He does a lot. He does a lot really well. He's actually brought a good feel and a baseball feel back to that, city. But if I had to pick a guy that I'm starting a team with, it's got to be Paul Skeens, bro. It's gotta be Paul Skeens.
Go Buccos.
It's got to
Well,
be.
then we all agree on that one.
All right, I put a poll. I'm trying out new things here. I put a poll in. We all have different pitching goats. Respond to the poll. Respond to the poll.
This podcast cursed George Foreman from disrespect. No.
Listen, my three doing it right now though are Skeen, Scooble, and Strider.
Spencer Strider coming off a Tommy John is going to be interesting. I'll say
we'll
that.
see.
I'll say
If he's close to what he was before, though, he's a top 3 pitcher in baseball.
Yeah. If he's back to anything, you know.
He was a problem, dude.
The poll didn't have me in it, so I declined.
Timmy, I don't think you could get the ball from the mound to the home plate, dude.
Oh man, killed my man. Baseball is an interesting sport because, you got the dead ball era, you got the live ball era, you got the steroid era. Like, there's so many eras in baseball. Like,
and I'll say this too before we even get into hitters. I'm not some fucking purist with the whole steroids thing.
Oh, me neither. Because baseball is the one sport where everybody was doing it.
Yeah.
You can literally look at the body types from guys from one year to the next and say, that's when he was on the juice. You know what I mean? Mark McGwire, prime example. There's video of Mark McGwire having the vials in above his locker, like getting interviewed.
Oh yeah,
he was pretty cut and
you
dry.
know what I mean? Like
100%.
Jose Canseco, same thing. You know what I mean? And I mean,
he didn't hide it real well.
And
Sammy
honestly,
Sosa.
same, yeah. Like, and I don't believe taking steroids makes you hit a baseball better. It makes you hit the ball farther, yes.
You still gotta find it.
You gotta hit it, bro.
See,
you gotta find it, and you gotta find pitches that the guy throwing the ball it doesn't want you hitting any part of it, dude. He's doing everything in his power to see to it that you don't get a fucking whiff of that thing, and they're still hitting it out of the park.
Hey, but
Timmy,
if we were doing juice, then we're all doing juice. It can't just be like some people are doing juice. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, for sure. Just like the whole fighting thing too. Like when we talked about, should we let juicing happen in fighting? Yeah, they all on the sauce. Yeah, bro, let them go.
Right.
Let them go at it.
Right.
Ozuna's about to get someone home here. Yep. Just did.
Who's to go? Randy Johnson's 2? Randy Johnson 2?
Before we, yeah, Randy Johnson's winning. Randy Johnson, dude. All 3 votes.
Negative. Right. I did vote for Nolan Ryan. So 2 of the votes, yes. There's 100%.
Yeah, it's unanimous. Randy Johnson's the GOAT pitcher. Oh, best closer.
Mikey
Mariano
best
Rivera.
closer.
You weren't here,
that's,
dickhead.
It's not close.
Yeah.
The best closer is Mo Rivera.
And I don't think anybody's touching him.
2 of the votes, yes.
But
I will say,
look,
I was a big Jonathan Papelbon guy.
This is the midpoint, and we've done it the midpoint so far. We'll do it the midpoint again. This is the time. You want your dang gift card, Timmy? You want your dang gift card? Listen, it's Mikey, Timmy, and me. Those are the only folks. I'll go to the fucking G5 here.
Damn, dude. Somebody picked Cy Young.
We'll never know who did that.
I agree with you, Tim. I don't think the Yankees make the playoffs either. Garrett Cole being out for the year.
It'd be tough for them. I'd be surprised if they won more than 80 games.
Ooh. You don't even think with the offense they can just put up 10 runs.
Did you see the ending of that fucking game last night?
I'll be honest, Josh. I only watched college basketball yesterday. No,
dog,
I didn't watch any baseball.
Dog, their fucking closer had 36 pitches.
That's rough.
I mean, he snuck out of it, but let two on 36 pitches, dude, for your opening day closer.
That's rough. Okay, Mikey O, relax. Best franchise ever is a stretch. You won 24 of your title, or okay, I'll say the 3 that you got in the 90s. We'll count those. But so what's that? 20 of your titles were when there were like 7 teams, 8 teams in the majors. Relax, Kai. Relax. Yeah.
All right, come on,
like,
Louis.
You know.
Just need Louis to get on base here. Lopez has been giving them to everybody.
Hey, Brittle. It's 21-20 Auburn right now.
Yeah, they'll win.
7 minutes left in the first half.
Yeah, that one I'm not worried about. Well, it might be close, but they'll win.
It's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a good game. Michigan's a matchup. Michigan's
once Louis gets a hit, I'll turn it on. I know Purdue's season's gonna end tonight.
Mikey O, I clearly said taking away the ones that you got in the 90s. Yes.
Come on, Louis, get on.
Fuck. People just don't listen nowadays, do they? People don't listen nowadays. I said 20 of your titles came when there were 8 teams in the fucking majors. Literally said that.
Come on, Louis.
You know who's won one more recent, though? Make sure you can see it real fucking good. Hey, remember 04? 04 was a great year, wasn't it? 04 was a great year, fellas. Y'all remember that?
4th grade.
04 was a great year, guys. 04 was a great fucking year. It was a great year.
He gave
remember
it to
when
you
that curse? Remember when that curse got lifted? That curse got lifted. Oh, such a great day. Such a great day.
Lou, you're gonna have to swing at something, my man. Holy shit. It's black or red. Come on, Louis.
All right, who we got? Do we have
something?
It's Timmy. Let's go, Timmy. Finally got it. You bum.
We can support the gambling habit.
Tim finally got it. Look at Tim. Free $50 for you to lose. You loser. And let me double or nothing. And you see, he's trying to gamble the free money. This addict. Check him. Call the number. Call the number, Timmy.
Dude, Arrays is about to take his 11th pitch. I hate sweating these out. Just get on, dude. Come on, Louis, a single, dude. God, another fucking ground out. He put it in the exact same place. Oh my God. He put it in the exact same place. Long night.
You still got 6 innings, Brittle.
Yeah, I'll see you in 2 innings, Louis.
He's got 2 more at-bats in him. Don't worry.
I know, but it's the irritating part is like if he's not getting one on Lopez, I don't think he's gonna get one on a reliever. Lopez has already given up 7 hits.
He can get one on a reliever.
He's like the only one on the fucking team who hasn't gotten one.
Hey, he'll get it, man. He'll get it. So
there's no way he goes hitless 2 games in a fucking row to start the season.
So we got best hitters now, right?
Yeah. Hitters. I just paid Timmy. Timmy has his earnings.
Well,
he earned them.
And Timmy's sitting right here in the corner. Everything he posts in the chat will be here for the rest of the fucking time.
There we go.
All right. So hitters could go a few ways, and I'm going to start out with this. Okay? Hitters could go a few ways, in my opinion. I think, is it a steroid era, a non-steroid era thing?
Man, I'm looking at it as, like, respectfully, bro, and I'll make this case with my GOAT when it comes to hitters. Like, I'll go first, and I can preface it as to why I put him up there. My GOAT for hitting is Barry Bonds. Guys, this guy had 3 Hall of Fame careers. You know what I mean? Like, you can take.
We're back to the Buccos. Keeps coming back to the Buccos.
You can take 86 to 92 when he was a Pittsburgh Pirate, and yeah, you know what I mean? That's a Hall of Fame career. You can take 93 to 98 with the Giants. That's a Hall of Fame career. And you can take 99 to 07, his last years with the Giants, and it was a Hall of Fame career. 762 home runs, 2,558 walks. I don't think you guys understand. That is a ridiculous fucking number. The guy got on base a lot. This is the same guy. You can take all of his strikeouts out, and he would still have an on-base percentage that would be over 300 for his career, which is ridiculous. He had a stretch in time where he was either hitting a home run, getting a double, or walking. Yeah, Barry Bonds has a couple of years where his numbers are just staggering, and we can talk about steroids all we want to, but steroids just make you hit the ball farther. You know what I mean? I don't think they were injecting steroids into his fucking eyeballs to make him see better.
Nah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's just me. But
hey, Josh,
Barry
Bonds,
I
want you to go next, but I'm gonna put one out there before anybody else goes again. Josh Gibson.
Josh Gibson was a pitcher, wasn't he?
No.
I know Bob Gibson. Josh Gibson though.
You Kirk Gibson?
No, Josh Gibson played in the Negro Leagues.
Bingo.
Josh Gibson was a monster.
12 All-Stars, 2 Negro League World Series, 3 Negro League National League batting championships, 2 Triple Crowns, Washington Nationals Ring of Honor, Pittsburgh Pirates Hall of Fame. 371 batting average in the MLB, 717 slugging percentage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm looking at his stats too. This is
745 RBIs.
I ain't gonna lie. A 560, 1943, 560 on base percentage is ridiculous, bro. Getting on base almost 60% of the time, that's ridiculous.
It's
yeah,
definitely just somebody to talk about. But go ahead, Josh.
So I'm probably with Avery as far as Bonds as the GOAT. Just was a phenom. So I don't know. The steroids purist stuff is, I don't know. I just don't really take it seriously. But I really only saw like in real time kind of the tail end of Bond's career that wasn't nearly as meaningful. Derek Jeter was fucking incredible, man. Derek Jeter was just got on base anytime he fucking needed to. Knew when to lay down a bunt to send a guy home. Just a manager's fucking dream and a fucking hitter. You know what I mean? He's gonna do exactly what you tell him to, or there's a real good chance that he was going to. And he finished his career, I think, like somewhere in the top 20 all time in batting average. I think he finished like 308 or something. He's just a monster, dude, for so long.
The guy that
in an era where you could argue there were no steroids, or they at least weren't getting fucking found. Jeter didn't appear to be a steroids guy.
There's a guy that I probably should mention too. He just recently passed away, and now that he's passed away, they're actually talking about putting him in the Hall of Fame because of his lifetime ban. Charlie Hustle.
Oh.
Pete Rose.
Pete Rose for sure.
Pete Rose
for sure. Yeah, that's all time.
He's
number one.
Very, very, very. I hate the Pete Rose ban personally because when you go
right?
5,500 hits.
Yeah.
Talk about another number that will not be reached.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean?
No.
Ichiro is probably the best contact hitter of my lifetime. Ichiro could go out there. Ichiro has 200.
It was crazy.
He has 262 hits. He broke the hits record for a single season. He would have had to do that at least 6 times to be close. He would have had to take away his Japan years. You can add his Japan years and his major league years together, and it's not even close. That's insane. And I genuinely hate the Pete Rose ban because he never bet against his team. He never bet the under. He never bet a loss. He said, "I'm going 162-0."
That's crazy.
I'm just saying, what's wrong with that? I got faith in my guys, and I'm the hardest guy out here. Pete Rose ran over a guy in the All-Star game. He ran a catcher over in the All-Star game.
I think I'm surprised that Avery didn't bring his name up, and this isn't my GOAT, but there's definitely something to say for what David Ortiz did for when he did it, especially in my life. I think going back to Josh's,
probably
Randy
the best
Johnson,
clutch hitter, one of the best clutch hitters ever.
Yeah. Watching David Ortiz take some of those very meaningful at bats and hit them, crank them. It was insane. But no, there's definitely some merit to guys like Babe Ruth, but I don't think there's anybody as dominant as Barry Bonds as it goes in the hitting department.
What are the chances we're all on the same page on who the best hitter is right now?
It is 100. The best hitter right now, would that be Judge?
You think Judge? Okay. What do you think, Avery? We're already not on the same page.
Stanton.
You go, Brittle. I'm
Bobby Witt, bro. Nah, Bobby Witt Jr. Bobby Witt Jr. of the Kansas City Royals. He'll probably win MVP. He's the best hitter doing it right now. He's starting to put him out of the park more, too. He'll finish the season with probably a fucking 330 average.
McGuire didn't have the length of a career that Bonds had.
Bro, Barry Bonds' prime, so 99 was a down year for him, but I think he was injured a lot.
Mm-hmm.
If you go from 92 to 04, 92, he had a 336 average, 458 on base, 677 slugging. Followed that with a 312 average with 426, 647. 2001 to 2003 Barry Bonds, or 2004 Barry Bonds, is a fucking created player. But right now, I can't put anybody past Shohei Ohtani right now for the best hitter though. Like I just can't. I just can't. 50 and 50.
Yeah, so we were literally all on different pages.
50 and 50 is a wild stat, guys. But I do think Barry Bonds could have done that also. Barry Bonds didn't hit 50 home runs in 1990, but he stole 52 bases. You know, I'm just saying, you know, Barry Bonds is a very slept on player when it comes to overall what he did for the game of baseball.
I think Ohtani is up there slightly. Ohtani's in this conversation.
See, I don't even know if I think, and I might sound real stupid here. I don't even think Ohtani's the best hitter on his team.
Honestly, that's what I'm gonna say when it comes to consistency. Like being there every day. Like Mookie's gonna miss 2-3 weeks of the season. Freddie Freeman will have a down month. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Freddie, dude.
Freddie's up there. Freddie's
a big get on fucking base guy, and then he showed the fuck out in that World Series last year.
Yeah, and
just cranked dingers every time. They should have walked Freddie last year.
Ohtani almost Pete Rosed himself. Quick.
Yeah, that's true too.
What's that kid's
they got a video.
Everybody needs a friend like that guy.
I'll tell you one thing.
The interpreter.
Yeah. Can one of you guys interpret for me in case things ever get weird?
They got a picture of Ohtani at the first round of the NCAA game watching Texas Tech. That motherfucker was sweating a bit. You can't tell me he wasn't. Timmy, I know you seen that picture. He looked like you sitting at the computer talking. Oh, fuck. Are they going to score the most points? Oh.
Timmy loves him some Shohei, dude.
Dude, Auburn can't seem to get one to fall here.
All right, so that,
what's the Japanese eat? I'm curious. All I know is the Japanese saw that we could bring a son to the party. So that's all I know. Shohei Ohtani has to thank the Americans in World War II for him because nuclear radiation is a real thing, fellas.
Hold on. So Ohtani's the best overall baseball player I've ever seen in my life. For sure. Because he's real good at two things, which is absurd.
All right, so it's between the two.
It is the radiation.
Who do you
got? Randy Johnson or we got Randy Johnson? Oh, man. Can we stream a couple of at-bats? How about we do Barry Bonds versus... I know there's comparison. There's comparison stats. Barry Bonds versus Randy Johnson. Another guy we didn't bring up who does not get a lot of credit for pitching in the 90s, Greg Maddux.
Yeah, Maddux is crazy.
Greg Maddux. Barry Bonds for his career, 15 for 49, 3 homers, 12 RBIs, and 62 plate appearances.
Avery, did you say you took under 138.5 in the Michigan-Auburn game? Or Houston game?
Houston game.
Because this one's going to be low scoring, dog.
As long as they get to 148.5. I know.
Oh, man.
I know.
Not if the fucking second half's anything like this first one.
I know. I'm anticipating.
I just watched 4 straight minutes of no shots going in for either team. Halftime. Auburn 30, Michigan 29.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, we pull the numbers up. Barry Bonds, 15 for 49. He struck out 6 times. That's, You guys want to know the greatest at bat ever, though? The best pitching duel versus hitter?
Yeah,
Eric Gagne versus Barry Bonds in 2003.
Oh, come on, dude.
Both of them juiced to the gills,
World
sweating
Baseball
testosterone.
League. World Baseball League. Mike Trout against Shohei Ohtani.
I'm watching. I got it on. 97 All-Star game. Look at that.
Look at Barry Bonds,
Look at that.
dude.
Look at that young Barry. Look at that young BB right there.
.275 average with 20 dingers.
The numbers not typical Barry Bonds mid-season. 275, 20 home runs. He's driven in just 46.
Well, swung out of his cleats for it, man.
National League roster that can get up for facing Randy Johnson. It is Barry Bonds. He has never had trouble with left-handed pitchers throughout his career. He's never had trouble with the best fastballs in the National League. 2 out, nobody on, and a breaking ball from Johnson for strike 2.
Is that Giambi right there? Looks like a young Jason Giambi right there. Well, there's 1K. There's 1K.
Bonds is up, looking for the first long ball off the long man, looking at an 0-1 count.
Look at him. Hey, you see how he's staying away from inside, right? Because look what happens. We get it inside. Get it to where you can get that. Short little burst. Mikey O, he still would have been great, man, even without the juice. That's why I broke down his career like I did, man. Like, he's still a Hall of Famer without the juice. Nah. Like I said, I think everybody was doing it. He said, fuck it, everybody's doing it. I'm just going to do it better. Dude, Barry Bonds versus Eric Gagne. That was a good one, too. Would we be saying he's still the GOAT? That's a good question. Anybody in here play MVP Baseball 2004? The one with Albert Pujols on the cover on PlayStation 2?
If I did, I don't remember.
The only reason I'm asking is because Barry Bonds was not in that game. But there was somebody who was a 99 overall that played left field for the San Francisco Giants. His name was John Dowd. Yeah, that's what I mean, bro. I mean,
yeah,
walks.
That's your GOAT, man. I mean, everybody is getting hits on this dude. I mean, it's just unreal.
That's just me though, man. I like Barry Bonds. Like I got Bonds over Randy Johnson. The numbers indicate he got the better of them in the head-to-heads. The only thing that is a smut on Barry Bonds' name is he does not have a World Series ring or title. But you can't blame him because when he got there in 03, buddy, he did everything he could.
Yeah.
He couldn't pitch against the Angels.
See, that's the beauty, I think, of Ohtani here, that he can influence the pitching in at least one game. And
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all
that makes things interesting.
If that World Series last year went 7 games and it was a good series, there is no way on earth nobody in this chat on this live would tell me Shohei Ohtani would not be pitching in Game 7. Because he was cleared to pitch again. They just said we don't need him to. But you guys can't tell me that the LA Dodgers wouldn't roll his ass out there. You know what I mean? And say, go strike out Aaron Judge and Mike Stanton like you did Aaron Judge in front of the entire Earth's population.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like,
sure.
I don't know. Nah, he's definitely pitching this year. He's definitely pitching this year. They don't need him to. Like, they have the best starting rotation on paper probably ever.
Bro, Maldonado just got his second one on him. Like, what are we doing? Like, Louis, you have to put one down. You have to put one down. Maldonado just got his second fucking single, dude.
Maldonado's a beast, bro.
Well, that brings us to about the hour mark here, boys. But I think who you got? Who's the GOAT? Barry Bonds or Randy Johnson? I got
Barry Bonds.
Go to G.O.A.T. Barry Bonds, bro. Buccos. You're wearing a Pirates jersey, bro. You know the answer to that.
Barry Bonds is the base.
I should have worn my fucking Barry Bonds jersey.
Heard it here first.
Who we got for manager? If we had to have someone manage a team, who we picking?
Oh man.
I know, hard choices. Tim's gonna say Dave Roberts because that's the only manager he knows.
Who's the Italian guy that was with Boston for so long? What the hell is his name?
Terry Francona.
Yeah.
You like Tito? You like Tito Francona?
Yeah.
He's with the Reds now.
Yeah.
He's still out there getting it done.
Tan feller.
I mean, can't knock Sparky Anderson.
With a name like Sparky, right?
Can't knock Sparky Anderson.
Walt Sparky Anderson. I'm gonna go a little old school. Little old school. One of the best guys to get thrown out of a game, Lou Piniella. Give me old Lou Piniella. I need a guy that's going to go out there and give it to the blue, behind the plate, kick a little dirt, make a mess on the plate, just because you have to let the umpire know, this is my field. I'm taking it over. I'm also going to go down the third baseline and pull the third base out of the ground and then throw it because, hey, it's my base. But I'm also going to win a shit ton of baseball games.
All right, Louis. Come on, Louis. Put one down.
Is Louis up?
He's at bat.
All right. Well, we're going to hang out here and watch
Put me in,
Josh sweat
coach.
this at bat. And then after this at bat, we will make our way out of here this evening, folks.
Come on, Louis.
Appreciate
one time.
You guys for joining us. Timmy.
Put one down.
There it is. You've been begging. You got it. I don't want to hear no shit.
Timmy ain't gonna win though with that $50 though. We just did
fat ass better stop trying to steal a base.
We just did a $50 donation for Timmy right then.
Come on, Louie. There's one. Son of a bitch.
Oh, no?
No, he fouled it. God, did it look good. God, that looked like a fucking
Timmy,
perfect
if you
liner.
if you make a meme just like DJ Khaled saying another one, I'll work on it.
This is going to be his last time to hit against Lopez, and Lopez has been just giving these fucking things up. Come on, Louie. He keeps fouling him off. Oh, my God.
But that means he's on it. That means he's on it, bro.
He's been on it.
That means he's on it. He's getting ready to, he's just gotta work on the timing.
He's
probably rolling his hands
both
over.
of his ground outs. I mean, I could have been. I mean, they were within a foot of each other. They were so close.
Is he fouling the ball off in a grounder format?
Hang on, it's 3-2.
What you gonna do? Oh, sorry, softball cheer came out right then. Sorry, guys. 3-2. What you gonna do?
3-2. Knowing Louie, he's probably not gonna fucking swing at anything here. He's probably gonna fucking strike out looking.
Agreed,
on,
Jason.
Louie.
The answer is Barry Bonds. You were correct.
He walked him. I can't. I mean,
100% Barry Bonds.
I told you 3-2. He's not gonna look at anything. He's
3-2. What you gonna do? Walk him.
So he gets
walk him.
fucking walked. Yeah, I'm smoked. He's not gonna get a hit in this game. That's a shame. That's a shame. It's the fourth inning though. We probably got another 2 ABs.
Your buddy Jason's in here, Josh.
Is he?
Yeah.
Did he win?
He did not win. Not today.
Jason, are you gonna win your fantasy basketball matchup? We're in the playoffs. It's fucking close
playoffs
time in fantasy basketball.
Playoffs. I might win a game before you talk about playoffs.
Jason and I will be chopping the championship after this week, hopefully.
Oh, word. Brittle. You still got Bam on your fantasy team?
Nope. I beat the guy who has Bam last week.
Well, that sucks for that guy. You should have gotten Bam on your team.
Well, but who's is still in the playoffs, though? You know what I'm saying? The guy who has Denny Avdija, that's who's still in the fucking playoffs.
Oh, my God, bro. The guy who is single-handedly carrying the Portland Trailblazers out of a top 5 pick right now. Yes.
He's a dog.
Did Louis get this hit or no?
No, he got walked.
Holy moly. All right, boys.
Yeah, he's got hopefully another 2 bases left in him.
Again, appreciate everybody for joining us this evening. Next week, we are back here again Friday night. Anybody know what it is? It's next week.
Go to hockey. Should be hockey.
Hey, listen. Heard it here first.
That's one that I don't think I will be attending.
Heard it here first. Hockey is going to be fast. So if you want the 50, do not waste any time.
Bro, get in.
PM here. 10 PM.
Get in. Be active in the chat.
He said hockey's going to be fast. Spoiler alert.
Quick. Okay. I will